I took his hand and I said to him, "My name is Stine and I'm going to work for you someday."
No.
Yeah.
I am asked frequently about what it's like to be part of DDRE Global. So I'm delighted to share with you today the first in a series entitled The Yearbook. And I'm joined today by Stine Kaus, who's going to share with us part of her journey. So Stine, you've had a very unique journey, but it was a very strategic one, I think. So can you just talk us through it and what prompted some of the decisions you made along the way?
How far do you want me to go back?
Well, go back to Denmark.
Grew up in Denmark in a small town on the west side, in a small 10,000 people town. I did my psychology degree, undergrad degree at Regent's University here in London. And at the university, I was also the student union president. And that meant I presented all our academic speakers. And who was one of our academic speakers?
Daniel Daggers.
Yeah, exactly. On the day when he was out visiting before he was doing the talk, and I just rocked up to him. I took his hand and I said to him, "My name is Stine and I'm going to work for you someday."
No.
Yeah.
What did he say?
When he was just about to leave, I said to him, "No, I'm dead serious. I mean it." I then had my first coffee chat with him and he was like, "Look, if you love people, real estate is great because it's just all about people." And that's where I then called Daniel and I was like, wait, on the phone. And he said, "Okay, don't worry." And the rest is history.
What do you think has been the biggest shift in how you think about your role as an advisor since joining DDRE?
My role was quite specific and focused on only doing rentals in one specific area. Someone was looking not only in Notting Hill, but in Kensington and St. John's Wood and Marylebone, which is quite often the case when someone is looking to rent. I had to pass them on and couldn't deliver the full client service for them. And that has been a big change for sure in how to service the clients or the people that I work with. At DDRE, we are much more holistic and can do business anywhere, with anyone, whenever.
It's not always good. So tell us about what's been the most difficult or challenging part of the last year, I guess.
When I joined DDRE, I've never done sales before.
Yeah.
And I think it's no surprise that the market is challenging at the moment.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I see it as a positive because learning in a tough environment or market conditions is probably better than learning on the high.
100%.
Because it hopefully creates that resilience and grit and hard work that you need to have as an agent.
You were fortunate enough to work with Team Jess Bishop during the time. Tell us what you learnt being part of that team to operate within a very difficult market.
Jess is a very high-performing agent and the level of service she's delivering for clients is
the best.
And she does that even in a tough market. And that is mainly due to the structure, the discipline, the showing up every day.
What's interesting to me is that kind of discipline, that structure, that process that you probably bonded with Jess immediately, because going back to your days as a competitive gymnast, a dancer, that discipline of practicing for performance is quite similar.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's probably one of the natural skills that I have. You show up to a competition, you may not win, you go back home and you practice and you show up again. Yeah, that's quite similar to the way you need to work in this market.
How have you experienced kind of DDRE in terms of the people, the sense of collaboration, opportunities, the support?
It's very cliche to say that it feels like a family, but that's the feeling I have and I've had from day one. And I think it's a culture that is quite rare to find in the real estate industry.
Yeah.
We want everyone to win, to be in an environment that has that culture.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's difficult to know, isn't it? It's difficult to know how other brokerages operate, but I think it's something that I love to see, and I see it all the time. The fact that we are client-led and people want to follow their clients, and they want Stine because they believe in Stine's values, and they might do running and they love you, the fact that you run, and therefore you can collaborate with somebody else that might have the knowledge of that location, but you have the client, and I love to see that.
I have a very specific mindset about that. I think you can do anything you want and you can choose yourself what you want. So no one is stopping you for believing something.
You're talking, I'm thinking, I wonder if Stine can make me run a marathon.
Yeah. Well, I convinced Jamika to sign up.
Did you? Okay, well, there we go. I can't leave the interview without asking you about the lovely dog.
Chopper is one of my tenants' dog. And I think this shows somehow the level of service I'm willing to do for my clients. Some people think this is quite silly, but I dog sit Chopper every now and then, and that's a little...
So that's why Chopper is often on our social media coverage, because you're looking after the dog for your tenant. Thank you so much for sharing with us today. It's been great to chat. If any of you are interested in learning more, click here on the YouTube channel to subscribe, or click here to learn more about being an advisor at DDRE on our website. That's it. We're done. Well done, Stine.
Well done, darling.
Well done.
Right, we're all done.